Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, people, make sure that you're smashing up the likes. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Roll to 10K, like I keep saying, people. But let's get straight into it, man. Chelsea 3, Liga Warsaw 0. And listen, people, we made hard work of that, didn't we? Yeah? We made hard work of that, didn't we? Because in the first half, I knew I was going to be seeing bare people complaining and crying on the TL. Yeah? It's a war zone right now. Yeah? A lot of people have Maresca's head on a stick and they want this guy to fuck the fuck out of the club. You know what I mean? But for me, it was very, very clear to see in that first half what we were missing. You know, we were lacking the box presence. We were lacking someone up there that's making runs in behind, right? We were lacking someone that's making the centre-backs have something to think about, right? On the wings, to be fair to George, he was quite direct when he was getting the ball. Sancho was a little bit iffy. He was trying, but it wasn't enough. But overall, the big problem that I had in that first half was once again, we're making it very, very easy for the centre-backs, right? Because building up back to front, we were playing the ball through the midfield, through the little pockets. We was finding Palmer in the pockets. Gusto was even inverting into the midfield in the first half as well. We were finding him. He was getting the ball a lot. Sancho on the right was getting the ball a lot. So it wasn't a problem building from the back because they were pressing us, but they were struggling to get hold of the ball. You know what I mean? And they ended up being a bit of a low block in the end because they clocked, yo, these guys, the way they're building from the back, tossing Badiashile and these, man, we can't get the ball off of them, right? And the way we were counter-pressing as well, it was very, very good, right? The shape of the ball, I can't complain about it. I'm seeing Reece getting involved in the duels in the midfield, right? I'm seeing Josh winning the ball back for us. I'm seeing Dewsbury pressing for us, right? That wasn't a problem. But once again, it was in the final third where we just weren't able to have a little bit of directness, a little bit of real intent, right? A couple times we flirted with the back line. You know, we had a chance on goal. Dewsbury towards the end of the half, he brushes it past the post. He had a chance before that as well. You know what I mean? So we were flirting. But for me in this game, it was clear to see, listen, you bring Madueke on, you play George up top, or you bring a different profile up top like a Jackson, right? The dynamic of the game will change, right? And I was going back and forth with Jimmy and them lot in the group chat, big them up. Because I said, bro, this game, I know a lot of people are complaining about what's going on, but I watch a lot of games and I see a lot of teams playing in similar ways against low blocks. And before you know it, they score a goal and the game changes, right? The main issue for me is that the chance creation wasn't great because of what we were doing in the final third. And that was on the manager to change it and realize that the dynamic up there was not working, right? And thank God he listened to the shout that I had the other day, bro. Yeah? The other day against Brentford, I said, bro, George should have started up top because at least you know with George, you're getting someone that's going to run in behind. You're getting someone that's going to be pressing off the ball, right? You're getting someone that's got a little bit of intensity, can link up play. He's not the most physical guy, but he's a tall brother and he knows how to hold up the ball as well, right? And that's exactly what Maresca did. Straight away, he takes Palmer off. He plays in Cuckoo in the 10. He puts George up top. He brings on Noni, right? He takes off, who was it that he took off? He put Sancho to the left. He plays Noni on the right. He brings on Colwell, who takes off Tosin, right? And straight away, you saw the dynamic change up there. Within the first 2 minutes of the game, I'm seeing George making some runs in behind, right? We end up scoring a goal from that on the loose ball, yeah? But if Nkuku was on the pitch, there wouldn't be no loose ball because we wouldn't be pushing these guys back, yeah? George was actually giving these centre-backs something to think about. So all of a sudden, instead of the wingers running at two players, they're now running at one player because both the centre-backs, they've got a job to do now. They've got a striker to think about, right? And that's exactly what Mark Gill was doing when we played him in the Conference League. And at the time, he was actually the top goal scorer out of all teams in the Conference League because he was occupying defenders, yeah? It's just the movement off the ball. This is just the bare minimum that I expect. And that's exactly why I was disgusted with Nkuku the other day. Because the bare minimum of pressing, bro, you ain't got to be a professional footballer to know how to fucking press. You know what I'm saying? And running behind, yeah? That's exactly what George did. And that goal was well-deserved, bro, yeah? Well-deserved, right? You're seeing Madueke, bro, being a lot more direct. You're seeing Sancho being a lot more direct, actually attacking the box, yeah? Actually passing it across the box to Noni for the goal, for the first goal that we scored, yeah? The second goal that we scored as well. Running past the man on the outside and whipping it back in. Noni making the late run on the back post and following that run, yeah? We don't see this enough in the Prem. When I know these guys have it in them. That's why when people are like, oh, it's all on Maresca, it's all on Maresca. I'm like, bro, Maresca puts these guys in positions time and time again to take on their man. And a lot of the time, they're scared to do it. I'm seeing Neto failing to attack the box in bare games. I'm seeing Sancho doing the whole jink and not attacking his box, right? The difference today at halftime, he told these lot, attack the fucking box, yeah, and make sure that you're putting in some crosses. And that's exactly what Sancho did. Surprise, surprise, you leave with 2 assists, bro. Yeah? George today up top helped change that dynamic, bro, because I'm showing you. The second half, I was seeing the centre-backs more in their box rather than outside the box. In the first half, again, I'm seeing Nkuku leaving that area where he's meant to be and coming to join the play in the middle. And there's no one up there, bro. Yeah? The first half, him and Palmer, you can see there's just no chemistry between them. Palmer was trying to run through the midfield. He plays one pass to Nkuku. Nkuku just shoots off target. You know what I mean? We got a penalty as well. That was a very good run from Nkuku for the penalty that we got. Yeah? But I just had a strong feeling this guy was going to miss. You know what I mean? Surprise, surprise, he missed. But lucky for us, we scored straight after. Because that could have swung the momentum of the game. They score 1 goal. All of a sudden, the crowd are up for it. Yeah? Because it's actually different. These guys are different. Yeah? They actually wanted to support their team. They're losing 3-0. They're supporting their team, unlike some Chelsea fans, bro. Yeah? Bear man will cook in the first half, but nothing said about the second half, bro. Nothing said about the second half. It's mad. Yeah? We created 5 big chances in that second half. Dewsbury who had some chances. You know what I mean? Cucurella came on the pitch. He's getting in dangerous areas. Josh Achimpong today, bro. Yeah? Josh Achimpong. This guy needs to be getting more minutes in the first team in the Prem. I know last time we saw him in the Prem, like starting, was against Semenyo, and Semenyo cooked his ass for the goal that he scored. Yeah? But bro, you have to give a young player confidence. I remember watching when Saka first broke through, bro. I like to use Saka as an example because he's a top player now, right? Where, as much as people think I've got a serious agenda on this guy, I don't like him. I think he's a good player, but I just think people overrate this guy, right? When he first came through, I remember when Hudson-Odoi was chopping man up for fun. Chopping man up when he first came through, right? But you let these guys learn. You give them that experience. You don't keep persisting with guys like Chalobah that keep letting you down when they're meant to be, you know, experienced players, yeah? He was going into the midfield, bro. Very press resistant, very comfortable on it. Nice cushion pass, yeah? Nice touch on it, bro. And what I like about him as well, he breaks the line with how he progresses running with the ball. He's very similar to Fofana with how he does it. He'll get on the ball and he'll just run with it, right? Whereas you get some guys like Badiashile, they don't really do that enough. Badiashile will stand on the ball and just pass it. Same thing as tossing, yeah? We need more centre-backs that are actually going to take the ball and drive with it, bro. Drive with it. You can win a foul. You're straight away now. You've got players that are going to run towards you. You're creating space for the midfielders, bro. Yeah? I thought he was very good. I thought Omugu, when he came on, was actually quite solid. Like I said to you guys before on Blue Diaries, when I watched this guy, you can see the energy, bro. The way he's trying to win duels. He likes to get involved in the game. That's exactly what he did when he came on. I thought he had a decent little cameo there, right? But overall, people, like I said, this was another example that you're not going to see the best of Maresca until he gets the profiles that he needs in his team, because there's still a lot of gaps in his team, yeah? First half, he had no box presence up top. He had someone on the right that's not that direct, right? The midfield was makeshift today as well. You know what I mean? I don't care about the opponent, because today we made sure that they did nothing, yeah? Because it wasn't long ago when we played, what team was it? I can't remember the last team that we played, yeah? Before this round, and they were looking a lot more dangerous, bro. You can't take these guys lightly. Oh, it's just the Conference League. But then if we lose, it's you can't even win the Conference League, bro. We can't take these games lightly, yeah? We need to take these same principles into the next game, right? We can't be seeing Nkuku up top again. I need to be seeing George getting more minutes. He came off today. I'm hoping that means that he'll get some minutes. We might even start against Ipswich, bro. Yeah? What's his name? What's the striker's name? I forgot my man's name. Let me even get his name here before I butcher it. The kid that we got from Brighton as well. He came on off the bench, right? I thought he had a decent little cameo. Mweka came on off the bench as well. You know what I mean? Cole, I thought when he came on, some of the passes that this guy was playing today, unbelievable, bro. Yeah? But you got to take your hat off to Maresca here, because at the end of the day, he had to make some changes. You know what I mean? We've still got some players out injured and whatnot. Yeah? But he realized that first half was not working with Nkuku up there. Like I said, I don't want to be seeing that anymore. But this guy will go and do it again. That's the problem that I've got with this guy. You know Nkuku doesn't work up there. Why do you keep wasting time doing it, bro? Yeah? Palmer, look, he was all right. In the first half, he was okay, but nothing more than that. Maybe he's saving himself for the weekend. I'm just waiting for this season to end, bro, so we can go into the window and get these profiles that we're missing in this team. Jorgensen towards the end of the game, very good save, bro. Very good save. I didn't really feel threatened at all from these guys, and it's because of how we set up off the ball, and again on the ball in the second half, we were very good, very good. So you got to give some praise to Maresca for that, man. You know what I mean? But listen, people, let me know what your thoughts are. Man of the match. I'm gonna pick for man of the match, man. Oh, I'm gonna have to give it to. I want to give it to Noni, yeah, because he's come on and scored 2 goals. I'll probably have to give it to him, but it's close between him and Josh. Because I thought Josh was flawless, bro. Even in the first half, the way he was counter-pressing, winning the ball back, it was good. You know what I mean? So now I'm just about to bake off. I've got the Leon Man United game on as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now we've got these lot coming to the bridge. Next game, hopefully the likes of Mweka and these lot can start because we've got a 3-0 lead. You know what I mean? And we're basically through, bro, unless we fucking capitulate. You know what I'm saying? But let me know what you thought about my thoughts, people. Let me know who your man of the match was. And love. Until the next one.